Hey everyone, how y'all doing out today? Anywhere? It's starting to rain here again in Indiana. 61 degrees. I went out there at the Monon Bridge and run into city workers of Delphi. I told them, "What you guys going to do? What you break this time?" They said, "We didn't break anything yet." Um, they told me that they're out there trying to figure out where to put a bench back out there again. So you guys put two benches out there. I said, well, you should have raised up the um, fence on the railings out there so nobody wouldn't jump off or stupid kids jump off, whatever. So he said, that's what we're trying to do, figure out where to go, put it at. I gave him a couple suggestions. I said, um, where the barricade used to be, I told him, well, they want that one area where the mirrors put the sign private property and the fence, hey Joe, where they put up a new fence. The mirrors put a whole new fence, and they put that up just last year. So they said, well, we need that open to bring materials to build the bench and a table. I said, how big are the tables? Like it's a like kind of fold out table that's attached to the bench. And I said, this would be a good spot. You just have to raise it up. I said, you guys don't have $100,000 in the city anymore. He said, where do we get that? We never had that much. I said, I know, Jalpay's always poor. And so the guy agreed where to put it in. He said, man, you know a whole lot about this trail. I said, yeah, I've been out here several times. I did Libby Addie's case, been here and knowing where things should be put if they're going to do anything. I think knowing that they're going to rename one of the bridge over the old 25 bridge where it says Monon Bridge. Um, that's where we're going to put renaming of the bridge for Living Abbey there. And then, so they went, I walked with them and they talked about some of those trees that need to be cut down. Yeah, definitely they need to be cut down. They're so old. Um, and then I went out there. They wanted to put two benches in a table. I said, well, on the other side, about the same area on the other side, you just have to build it up. I said, people. He said, well, people want to see the creek. I said, well, that'd be a problem. I said, I just where the cameras were out there on that bridge. I said, can you take this out? Put it right here and just extend that bar all the way down. He said, we can't do that. Oh, it's built into the frame. I'm like, okay, well, that would have been a good idea. I said, well, that's the only best suggestion. And he said, yeah, that be about right. Just before where the old railroad track they used as a barricade before they took it down. So he said, you're right. You put put it in the best spot to put it in, either the one bench and table, so people can sit and there and be able to eat or something like that. So they're going to do that. So whenever that's going to be done, maybe that picnic table will be there by the time our walk in May, the 23rd and 24th on in May. So they'll have good seating. Sit still if you want to bring your own chairs, you can. Always tell them people bring your own chairs if you want to. Tell them since I did walk out there. So today went out there explaining where people made their own trail to get up the north end of the bridge. So Ron, when Anthony was doing the reenactment out there, I was sitting out there in my chair, and Ron Logan's cousin and her husband, of course, her husband was also questioned about where he was that day of Living Abbey, and they walked up the side of that hill. Like I said, him, her, and Ron always played as childs out there, up and down those hills. It doesn't matter if the limbs and logs are out there. We walk over them. It's not like it. We can't walk over them through that whole entire hill. There's ways people take. So I took showing where people walked up to the north end of that bridge. Hey, Jinx. And then walked on the other side where it leads down to the creek, showing where we crossed when the fence was up on the trail, where we crossed to go to the bridge, and show where people walk from the bottom where the creek is, or going up that trail on the other side, showing how people walk that way to the north end of the bridge. So if people who never started with the beginning of this case, like I have been out there several different times, how people walk up the side of that hill up to the north end, and I'm the one who took filming of out the cemetery where he came through. So that's no news where he came from. I had that already, where he walked in those ravine, how he would have came out through Ron Logan's property. So it's not real scientist, because I already did that at the beginning of this. Oh, no problem, Mustang. Yes, it is. It is the steep hill, especially if you're coming from at a corner on that bottom, almost to the bottom of the hill, where you have to go walk up when it's not. I've seen a lot of busted their butts. Yep. Since today's a rainy day, nobody, but if it's dry, completely dry, they can hold on to trees to walk up to it, up that side of that hill. There's plenty of trees to grab a hold to go up that side of that hill. So if Ron Logan's cousin, she was in her 60s or something, she used to walk through the hills as children. No, she knows where to walk at and stuff. So the two videos, I put it on my Facebook page, and I'm uploading already on my YouTube channel with the videos. Oh, today would. Yeah, today would. Yes, it would. So, and then the workers head back. There was another gentleman come past me, and I told him, said, the city workers are going to try to put a bench back out here because people are complaining they need something to sit on. I'm like, well, yeah. Walking all this way to, there's no place to sit out there. I said, you had two benches, but where the benches kept get moving, it wasn't hurting anything. One past before you get on the bridge is fine. But so that's what they're doing. So heard that today. They're going to put a bench and a table to be able to sit out there. So hopefully it might be out there when it comes the walk, but still bring some chairs, seats. Like I said, the 2 days I'm holding the walks are on the 23rd and the 24th. Those who can't make on the 23rd, I'll be there on the 24th. That way it gives them time to travel, to get there, rest up, and then head back. So that's what's going on. So that's good. They're doing something like that. There wasn't just me and just that one guy. Have they put up posters out there where they repair the bridge? No. What post? What repair on the bridge? I don't see nothing wrong with the bridge. What, they're on the other side where it stopped? Oh, they're not going to fix the other side of that bridge. A little roof thing they got out there. Oh, where the camera is? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, Judy. Where the cameras are? Is that what you're talking about? I've seen that part, where the cameras are. There's one. I don't know if they will or not. It's up to them, um, and how much they have to come up with. Um, oh, where we enter a walk over the Living Alleys Park? Is that what you're talking about? Where are the cameras? Are they? Thank you. So where we park in the premium parking lot, that camera that needs to be fixed, the roof there. Um, I don't know if they're going to fix that. I know I've seen that, but I don't know if they'll fix it. It's up to them. So it's up to the mayor to approve what needs to be fixed, what put out there. So it's up to the city to do that. But like I said, there is going to be they're going to try and put a bench and a table out there way before where the sign says on the mayor's property, do not walk on the property anymore. They put a fence. That's I told him, so well, farther back from there where the orange barricade was, they said, well, you're right. You're the be the only spot. I said, well, you will have to build up the other side if they want another bench across of it. So, but yeah, I told give him suggestions where the bench should be and stuff. He said, well, you're right, Mister, that's where it should be. I don't know. Before the blacktop ends, no, the Mears property. Mears, who owns the property on the other side of the bridge. Mears used to own all that railroad line. The Mears owns the property over there on the other side, and stuff. Not Myers, it's Mears. Mears, Mears. Judy. So yeah, I went out there today. I did video of the two different sections, and I did also show where Rich Allen was standing on the timbers. Yes, where Randy, where the blacktop ends. Well, there's nothing there. So the camera's on the cement part. Yeah, Judy. It's where the blacktop ends. There's nothing there. There's no cameras there. It's cameras where the next to the bridge. That's where the cameras are. Hold on. Let me get something here. Hold on. Let me see here. Did I take a picture? I wish I had a word to describe what I'm talking about. I'm confused, causing confusion. Hold on. Let me see something here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see here. What does it take? Where is it? Where is it? No, that hasn't came up. I'm uploading it right now on Facebook. Hasn't got to my upload. Why it hasn't got to? Hold on. Let me find out. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you're talking about this, Jinx. All right, hold on. Can you see that? Hold on, see if you can see that. Can you see that? Why can't I get? Hold on. Let me try this again. Kiosks. Well, that's what they are. They're kiosks. What's wrong with that kiosk? Oh, it came up. It's a black screen. Hold on. Let me try something here. Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right. Let me out. Hold on. All right. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. There's that. Okay. All right. So let me try this way. Share. I'm trying to share it. All right. Hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me share it. All right, let me see if I can share it to point. Let me see if I can get it on YouTube somehow. Facebook. All right. I got it here. Okay, let me do this. I got a better way. Here, hold on. Hold on. Look that better way. Is this what you're looking at, Jinx? Okay, hold on. Share it. Where is it? Look. I took a picture of it. Hold on, Jinx. Okay, see if I can do it now. Hold on. All right, take X that out. Where's my Facebook page? All right, let me enlarge this. Okay, is this what you're looking at? Hold on, I think I got it. Okay, is this what you're looking at, Jinx? Why isn't it? No, that's not coming up. It's the chaos. Why is it coming up? So this is what you're looking at, right? So what's wrong with it? It's okay. It was the kiosk. I just couldn't think of the world. So there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with the kiosk when we are out there. So yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with when we are out there. There's nothing wrong with the kiosk. They can't remove that. Yeah. Well, the poster's never been there. So I was trying to explain if they wanted to see the creek down below, I said they would if they took this out, the poster things out, but they can't because of security. So it would have been great, but they don't have the money to expand this out this way. So this is what. So beyond this point here, past where the blacktop ends and cement starts, that's where I told them should be, because if they're worrying about kids jumping off the side of the railings here, then they should have thought of put higher bars up so they couldn't jump. People would be able to see the creek down below. The one is out there by the parking lot on the Freeman parking lot bridge. There's that one, that where we parking lot. That one there, and across the other side of the Freeman bridge. That one there before we get to the trail, and then clear to where the other end. Yeah, I asked them what kind of size this one. It's going to be a flip one, but yeah, before this, where the blacktop is, where the sign says you can't. They want that part open for delivering the fixing things. So before where the red, the orange barricades were there, that's where they're going to move it back. Where I said where the killer Richard Allen was standing and watching, so you couldn't see the killer beyond that point. So they'll have to level out, get more gravel. They're trying to keep cheap enough to not cost them much, as they already fixed this as much as they can. But yeah, we were trying to give them an idea as well. Can you remove this and just bring the bar all the way down? But can't due to security because of the security camera. So that would have been a great spot to put it at. But yeah, that would be a really good spot to put the bench and the table at, and still be able to have a comfortable seat and a little shelter. But they can't move that due to the camera and security and stuff. But yeah, that's what it is right there. So, but that's what they're trying to do. I said, well, that would be, like I said, the guy says, you know a lot about this trail. I said, yeah, I look at things that were, they should be for more safety and stuff. If they want to put a picnic table or benches, and I said, yeah, instead of have people standing, and they need some older people would have to sit. There's a lot of older people do walk out there, and they need a bench to sit on. Okay, so, but yeah, I did 2 videos showing where Rich Allen stood. People are asking about where Rich Allen's standing on those railroad ties at. I showed them where that was. And so, yeah, May 23rd and 24th at 1 p.m. Those who can't make it on the 23rd can come on the 24th. It's just remembering all the times we've been out there for the girls. And another thing we'll also talk about, Gail Herr, who gave us our walking sticks before she passed away. She did a lot of good things for a lot of YouTubers who are on this. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be great. We can walk out there with those candles again and give it back to you. So, but yeah, it's going to be a good day on both of those 2 days, hopefully. On, like I said, I'm hopefully by then that picnic table will be out there for those who needs to sit down. That'll be fine. Be able to sit there. And you can still bring chairs if you want to. And yes, she was amazing lady. She was, and it's too bad she fell ill. And it's a very sad that people who have cancer or whatever it is, it's sad that they can't fight. Hey, Frank Meister, what's going on? I've got videos uploading on Facebook, what I did today, and on YouTube, getting those uploaded on YouTube, showing people where, who 2 people says they can't believe there's no trail there. Nobody walks up the side of the hill with all those logs and tree limbs. Like where we live, we walk over them. Nothing stops us from walking up the hill that has logs on the ground to walk up a hill. We're used to walking over tree limbs, fences out there. So yeah, did that. Show where Rich Allen stand by the tree looking out in the creek, and show where Rich Allen standing on the timbers for the railroad tracks. Just go to show they don't have no country hiking. Yes, that's true, Frank Meister. That's true. Around here, we do. Nothing stops us. If something's in a way, we'll walk over it or move it out of the way. So I show where Ron Logan's cousin walked up while I was out there sitting in my chair, and then show another path. People walk up too. So from the creek up, people walk up that way. People says that grows up on a pavement, not in the road. But yes, where we live, we're like the country boys. People, we don't care. Nothing's going to stop us from a log in the way or all kinds of stuff. We go through them or break limbs to just make it up there. That's why we have people come up with sticks on the ground out there to walk on the trail. So we need that. We can walk with it. That's how people get walking sticks from. I'm trying to get up there for the walk range. Cool, Mustang. Cool. So yeah, you got Sunday and Monday, Saturday and Sunday, Mustang. So the 23rd is on the Saturday and 24th is on the Sunday. And they're all at 1 p.m. For those who couldn't make it on Saturday, they can make it on Sunday. I know people are coming out of town. They told me, it's like, well, we need a rest on Saturday to be able to make it a Sunday. Well, that's fine. So, but I'm getting an update. So once the videos comes out, here I'm already put it on my Facebook page, and they're still uploading and on my YouTube channel. So that way people know. They don't know what they think. We make our own trails. We don't have to have a trail to walk on. We make our own trails. When the fence was up, we made our own trail to cut across, go around it. Hey, Douglas. Yeah, when the fence was up, we walked down the trail that goes towards the creek and cut across to get over to the other trail, go around the fence. That's how we got there. And if we needed to, we would have parked over at the cemetery, walk from there to the north end of the bridge. Cool, Jinx. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Me and Julie parked over the cemetery. We walked from the cemetery through the woods to get the north end of the bridge, through the ravine. So these people, I started the cemetery videos first, where the killer went through the ravine, the LOA coming from Ron Logan's property. There wasn't the ones who discovered those, how the killer came, and which all was true, how I said it correctly. And they're just going to think, oh, we are the ones to discover it. No, you did not. I did. I'm the one who discovered it. You want to listen to the lies of these other people who steals my stuff, saying that it's theirs, which there wasn't. So, and now people said, we already know. One person says, oh, the girls died over Wilson's Bridge side. No, they did not. They didn't walk over Wilson Bridge and got killed over there. And Ron Logan has nothing to do with it, anyhow. Freaking people. But since they want to listen to those people who want to lie. But it should be up. I'm here soon. I'll make sure check on it. Who said that? Was that Michael Asbury special? No, Douglas. No. It's somebody else. I don't want to mention their name. It should be easy who they are. Douglas. Who likes to put out lies and stuff. Who thinks where they all went to Wilson's Bridge. The girls went to Wilson's Bridge, and the photo of Abby on the bridge is fake, which it's not. So, I remember your videos. Yep, cool. Thanks, Judy. Since I take them down, kind of stupid idiots think they run YouTube, which they don't run YouTube. They're stupid idiots. You said crazy lies. I mean, that could be most of Richard Allen's spin. Well, you said crazy lies. Yeah. It should give you a hint. Who's the crazy lies, Douglas? Who does all the crazy lies? I mean, that could be the most of the Richard Allen fans. Yep, that's true, Douglas. That's true. It's all of those Richard Allen fans on the other side who lies. So, but yeah, I'm getting them up. I think I can narrow it down. Thanks. No problem. So yeah, Douglas, once I got 2 videos uploading on my YouTube channel, what I did today, proving some people who can't think out of the box, who's never been at the beginning of this case, have seen what Have Seen has done out there ever since, and especially today, went out there, talked to the Delphi workers who are going out there to find a spot for the bench and a table out there. So I told them where the best spot, and they agreed. were a best spot. So they might just do one bench or a round bench or whatever. I don't know how. But they agree what I said, and they said, yeah, that'd be about the best spot. Less cost, less money, and stuff. Bad things is some of the lies come from the guilty side. Yep, it's true, Mustang. So, but also too, hopefully they'll be out there by then, and hopefully by then, the old bridge on the old 25 will get painted for Living Abbey, since they're talking about making the old bridge and old 25 to put Living Abbey Bridge on that part. So that would be great. People be able to drive under that old 25 bridge. It says Monon High Bridge, and put Libby Abbey, because I know the senator of from here in this area is put a vote in to put their names on that bridge to remember them. We've been trying to do that for a long time, putting something out there to remember them and stuff. So hopefully maybe that will be done by the time our walk comes up on May 23rd and 24th. Be able to take a picture, have people stand up top, and somebody take pictures of us on top where Libby Abbey's name would be. So we'll see. Even though there will be people might show up from Richard Allen's side to support him. Had the FBI marched into Delphi to expose the military exercise, Asbrook promised. Oh, yeah? Yeah, Duvers? No problem, Mustang. Activity at Logan's place. Really? I don't know. So, I'm sorry, Ron's not on here. Where are you, Ron? No problem, Jill. Yeah, where's Ron, man? What happened to Ron? I want to visit Ron. Yep, I remember Jinx. Yep, glad you and Frost marked the correct locations after Allen arrested. Yeah, well, I was there first before or Thomas did one, so I already had that. Did that from the trails in the ridge line in the way he might came through, so had that done. I sent you a DM. Cool. So, hey, I want to get off here. Thanks for all coming. Appreciate it. Just keep out for the new videos I did today, and I'll make sure it comes out so you can be able to see them. So, y'all have a nice day, a nice evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. I might read more of that Books of Signs later on at 7 o'clock tonight, since it's been kind of crazy over lately over there and stuff. So, talk to y'all later. I'll be back on 7 o'clock and read the Books of Signs again, since everybody likes that. So thanks, Mustang. Thanks, Julius. Thanks, Judy. Hey, Frank Meister, thanks for coming. Jill, thanks for coming and stuff. And I'll see y'all later. Have a nice evening. Bye now.